Hi guys, in this video we're going to learn how to install Postgres. So first thing we're going to do is to open a web browser. So any browser is fine, Google Chrome, Safari, you can use any browser. I'm using Google Chrome, so what I'm going to do is to search for Postgres. And the first thing that comes up is Postgres from the website, the official website. So we can click on Postgres. And what you can do here is click on download. So that will take us to this page where we have to pick the operating system family we want to download Postgres for. And since I'm installing for Mac OS, I'm going to click on Mac OS. Right now I can, first thing right here, download the installer. So you click on download the installer. At this point in time, you can see the different versions of Postgres that are available, and the latest version is 16.3, and we're going to install 16.3. And these are the other operating systems that are available. We have Linux, we have Mac, we have Windows. But what we are looking for, what we download is Mac. So the latest version for Mac, we can download that by clicking here. So at this point, the download should be coming up. Download should begin any second. You can see the download has started on my end. One download in progress. So if yours doesn't start automatically, what you can do is to click here if it doesn't start automatically. So I'm going to pause this video for now and wait for the download to be complete. So Postgres is downloading right now. It's about 370 MB. So I'm just gonna wait for this. The download is completed, so you can see Postgres here. So I'm going to click on it, and I'll click on this. I'm going to open the Dix image, and it's requesting me to enter my password. So what I'm inputting here is my system password. So after inputting your system password, you click on OK, and the installer should come up. Right, so here it is. So I'm going to click on next, and I have all the components they've been selected for us, so just move on to next. What we're supposed to do here is to create a password for our database super user. So whatever password you're using here, make sure you remember it, because when you're using Postgres or pgAdmin, it's going to ask you of this password. So use a password you're going to remember, and click on next. We're going to leave the port as it is, so let's just use this port. And also leave the local as default, and click on next. Alright, so click on next, and the setup is ready to install, so let's click on next to begin the installation. And just wait for a few minutes. Alright, so this is done. Now before we click on finish, we need to unselect this. It's because we don't want to launch Stack Builder at exit. At least we don't want to use Stack Builder now. We don't want to download some additional tool. Make sure you leave this as unchecked before clicking on finish. And so we have Postgres installed. So you can go to your Launchpad, and you're going to see some apps like SQL Shell, Application Stack Builder, pgAdmin, Postgres. So two ways you can access Postgres is through the shell, which is going to look like a command prompt, or you can use the interface pgAdmin 4. So we're going to click on pgAdmin 4. Okay, so pgAdmin 4 is starting, just waiting for it to start. Right now I can open this up. So we have our tool pgAdmin here, it's ready. In the next video I will show you how to load a database. You can see we have the server. If I minimize this, it's asking for password. Normally the password you use here is the password you use when installing Postgres. So the other password I told you to remember, that's the password you're supposed to use here. And we're having a problem which is connection failed port 5432, and the reason why this is happening is because during the installation of Postgres, the default port that showed was 5433. Meanwhile, normally by default it should show 5432, and since I used it as 5433 without changing it, that's what's causing this issue. So what I'm going to do right now is to adjust the port to 5433 that showed by default when I was installing it. But if yours was 5432 and everything worked out, you're not having this error, then you're good to go. But for those having this error because they used 5433, here's how you can solve it. So you can come over here to Postgres 16 and right click and click on properties, and under properties comes connection, and this is the port, so we can just maybe adjust this to 5433 and then save it. Then come back here and try to open the database again, and you can see it's all good, we're cool, and we're good to go. So right now we have just one database, which is Postgres here by default. That's default database. So in the next video I'm going to show you how to create a database that we will be using for this course. So stay tuned.